Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. I'm North Central, and today we're going to work on this red truck behind me. Now this is my Chevy Silverado 1500 2017 model, and a few weeks ago I replaced the factory mirrors with these tow mirrors, these aftermarket tow mirrors. These are not factory. And all I did was just plug and play them. Now when I say that, what I mean is my factory mirrors were the smaller mirrors, of course, and they had the power mirror itself where you could move the mirror around, and they were heated. That's the only functions they had. These have got a little bit more functions. Number one, it has the running lights here, and as I spin around here, number two, it has the cargo light here, as well as a blinker light here. So those did not get wired in because I didn't know how to wire them at the time. Now that I found out how to wire them and I have the right stuff to wire them, we're going to do that today. So don't go nowhere because we're going to get started right now. All right, guys, so right off the bat, you're going to need a couple tools. You're going to need a 7mm socket, and I just use a 1/4 inch ratchet with an extension. But you got to take some bolts out. Right behind the door handle here, there's a plate, and that's got to come out. I just use a small screwdriver, and there's a little fitting right here. Just pry it out, and of course, it falls right out. Pull that out. Down here inside, make sure you take everything out of the door. Right here, inside where you grab a hold of to close or to open, there's another one. Again, just kind of pry it out and it'll come right out. So what that reveals is a screw, 7mm screw here, and two 7mm screws down inside here. All right, there's another one as well, and it's behind here, so you got to take it off. And then there's two down here in the bottom, one here and one here. Got to take all those screws out. I'm going to pop this off and we'll start taking them out. It'll come right off. Now here on the inside, I've got this tab here. Push the tab down, pull it back, and pull the ball out just like that. And down here, you're going to have this plug in. Simply push the tab in and pull it up. Push the tab in and pull it up, and then unplug it, just like so. So this is the wiring harness here. This part here is the new piece, right? So simply put that off of that. And this has a little plug in here that unplugs. So this is all the mirror, right? So when I got the new one, all I had to do was plug it in to there. Now that does the heated section of the mirror, as well as being able to move the mirror, power mirror part. Well, I got three other functions that I want to be able to use, and that's where this down here is going to come into play. And that is going to be this plug right here. This plug right here. So this is going to get routed through here and up into here to this plug. So this, you just grab a hold of it, kind of push and pull at the same time. And that's just a big grommet, okay? And that comes out. And then this, you're going to push down. There's a little clicker in here. Push down, bring that off, and then that comes back like so. And if you get your little screwdriver in here, you click this back, and it unplugs, and you can bring it out. Just like so. And I go ahead and remove this piece here. It just makes it a lot easier. Take this, kind of flatten her back a little bit. like so. Like that. So this, what needs to happen is this is going to plug in to this socket here when it's all said and done, okay? Like so. And these wires are going to go through here and they'll go over, and they're going to be a pin in this plug. So this has got to go all through that. Now you can take this grommet and put it right back in the hole of the door. It's a tight fit, but it will fit back in there, trust me. Just like that. All right, now that that's back in there, and I'm gonna make a hole in this grommet here and pull this through to where I have enough to click it in. To make the grommet, I just use my knife to make the hole. It's not hard, just give it a little poke. The hole doesn't have to be really super huge. Just make sure you don't cut any wires. And this is going to go through the hole. It's going to be a little bit tough, and it should be. This creates a waterproof barrier, so, and that's a good thing. Once you get the plug through, pull the wires through, like so. And I'll pull the excess out the other way. And I got these a mess, don't I? Alright, there we go. So. So, this black wire, pull it out here, like so. Okay, and you can go ahead and pull the black wire, black and white stripe, go ahead and pull it all the way out. You don't need it over there, you need it over here. And you can put this grommet right back on. Okay, now that one's on. Now this plug plugs in to here. Right now, if your mirrors were factory with all this stuff, they would plug into this right here. But since they're not, they're coming from, you know, inside of your truck through the plug into here, going to your mirror. But since you don't have that, it has to plug in to the wire bundle that it came with, or that your mirrors came with. You're gonna plug it in, and you can check it, right? You got blue on the left, white on the right, like that. Same thing here, blue on the left, white on the right. So it's plugged in right. This, the black and white wire, is a ground wire. And I just take it and I run it right down here. Kind of measure it out to where it's going to be. And put a little fitting on it and use a screw, and we'll just go ahead and do that right now. Cut it off the length that you need. All right, strip the wire back, and I do it a little bit long because I like to double it up. It's smaller wire. And then I bend it over on itself, double it up, give it a little bit more meat. And I put my terminal on it. Using the non-insulated, or the insulated part of the crimpers. Crimp it down real good. This is just some leftover nuts that came from the mirrors that happen to be the same size as this nut down here, this bolt down here, or about the same size. I just stick it right on. They happen to be 10 millimeters. Again, it happens to be 10 millimeters. And I go ahead and just tighten it down. Like that. Once that's done, that's out of the way, pull your excess back through, like so. And one thing you want to make sure is, you see this, remember the pink part that comes down? Put your wires, put it up, put your wires through it. Man, oh man, oh man. Like so. And what that's going to do is make it to where whenever you bring this down to lock it in, because these are going to be in pinholes in here, that you won't be crimping the wires. And then you can cut off the excess. All right, guys, so the next little bit is going to be worth paying attention to. The blue wire is going to go in pin 11. The red wire, or the red and yellow, orange, whatever it is, pin 41, and the white wire is going to go in pin 9. So go ahead and strip these back. And I got these pins here from KSV Looms on eBay, and I'll leave a link to them in the description. But these are the pins that go with the connector. They're a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's not too awful bad to do, I guess. Try and do it as best I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all 3 of these, and I only take off about 1/8 of an inch. Slide it in your pin. And hold it. And I like to take it from the bottom and just kind of crimp it. And come up here at the top. Do it again, nice and tight, like that. And then I come down here again from the bottom, kind of crimp it over a little bit, and just work my way around to where it holds the wire on. Real nice. Like that. That pin's in there real nice. Now the blue one goes to pin 11, and you've got a couple different sides to these, okay? And what you want to do is you want to find the flat side. And I don't know if you can see the GM on this, but that's where you want to put it. Come up in here before you do, and there's I don't know if you can see it right there, there's a tie wrap. Go ahead and cut that thing off. Be very careful not to cut any of the other wires. That's going to help you out a little bit. Pop that back up. And it's going to go in pin 11. Just in right here. So find your flat spot on your pin and put it down in the hole. Just in right here. Oh, wait. Before you do that, forgot. These things have a lock on it, so here in the back, take your screwdriver and push the pink part or the purple part forward. That'll unlock the pins to where you can push this in there. So there it is. Get out of here. All right, so that's one. So you get it in there, work it in there the best way you can, you know, get it in there. And sometimes with pliers, I get to get it to pop in there because they're new pins. They go in a little difficult. And then take a small screwdriver and push it down in there. Some of them you have to use a screwdriver, some of them you don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other 2 on there, and then we'll pull the wires back. All right. Yeah, like, yeah, Doing one at a time. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that. And you can go ahead and replace your zip tie there if you want to. Go ahead and stick your, pull this back out like so. Go ahead and stick your plastic piece back in, and it goes out like this, and again it goes up inside, and it might be just a little difficult. That's okay. Again, it's to prevent water, or moisture. There it is, just like that. Put that all the way up, and then push this in and plug it back up. Once you get it in the groove, push this up, lock it into place. That down. There it is. And that's it. So the excess wire here that you have, this doesn't have to be quite so long. This is going to clip into right here. Like so. I like to take it and just kind of push the wires back in a little bit. Figure out where it's all going to lay a little bit like this, like so. Something like so. And now we're going to test it out. See the cargo lights on, right? Cargo light, blinker, as well as the running lights. Now everything in this mirror is operational. Now we can button everything up, get all this. I just got it kind of in there to where it won't move too much. Put our door back on, and this mod's over. Okay, so that's that. Cargo lights, blinker lights, running lights, all wired in, ready to go. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and go right over to that bell notification and hit all notifications. Don't forget about the Teespring store, where you can get North Central merchandise if you want to. And I hope this video helps. And until next time, thanks for watching. Yeah, I heard you.